What's up? It's your girl Miranda Wright. I must say Happy New Year to everyone. We are in a new year. Man, 2020 is the vision. And right now, I have the pleasure to be standing next to Nikki Lynette. How are you today?
I'm good. Not as cute as you and your Bob Marley outfit, though. This ensemble was very cute.
Thank you, girl, because I was just trying to figure out, oh, what am I put on today? I don't know. I feel like I'm tired. Let me just, okay, this will work. But no, I appreciate that. And just because there's a lot of people that may not know who you are, I know that you're a talented young lady. So tell everyone out here exactly what you bring to the industry.
I am a singer, rapper, producer, and playwright. I'm the first black woman to ever have a play produced by American Music Theater Project. I'm debuting a musical about depression at Steppenwolf Theater, and I license my music to TV and film. You've heard of me, you just don't know it.
Oh wow, she dope. Did you just hear that? That was like, did you hear the moral of the story? Did you hear it? But no, seriously. So I want to know exactly. You said you do a lot, okay? You into music. What exactly brought you into just getting into your singing and rapping?
I mean, like, it's all I ever did. I never had a day job my entire adult life. Yeah, like it's always kind of like feast or famine. I've always just looked at the music business like if I could figure out where the money was being made, if I could like shift with the way that changes, and I could always monetize what I do. So I never had a day job. I always like did like music licensing or like did commercials, was able to get payment for performances at festivals when they was just having people from Chicago doing it for free. And then like I had a mental health breakdown and had real bad depression. I lost my mom and I had to bounce back from it. And so I started making my depression part of what I do. And so now mental health advocacy is part of my music, it's part of my performance, it's part of everything I do. And I'm still able to make a living and like do amazing things and make money while also being true to causes that I believe in. So it's nice.
Let me ask, because you spoke on something as far as you learning the business part of the music very early. How long have you been doing music?
I mean, I think like I forget because like I've been singing and stuff since I was little. Like I was at 16, 17 years old going on tours, so my mom would send my big sister to go with me so that I could perform. So this is kind of all I've ever done. I would say I've been taking it seriously. Like it's been a decade now of me. Like this just made a decade of me making a living off of just doing music. And I've seen so many people that were like the hot person at the time, or people who had hype, and they like, you know, they got a day job now. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Like they were, you know, they doing anything, but I'm still here. So I guess I'm doing something right.
She's so swaggy. Ooh, I love it. Y'all here, she throwing them punches silently, baby. I love it. No, it's all true. In fact, and I love it.
Yeah,
nobody know that about me. No, I love it. I love it. I love it. Because the reason why I'm asking, you speak on making money with the music, and a lot of people even today don't know the business side on making money, and the fact that you learned that so early on is great. You know, you said that you got into your playwriting. Can you take me through that journey, like on even how it started?
Like I mentioned, I had a mental health breakdown, and I started being vocal about my depression and my anxiety because like in communities of color, in black communities and communities of color, because those are two different things obviously, but in poor communities, we don't really talk about mental health. We know that like it's something that we're not supposed to be crazy, and you know what I'm saying, crazy, and we get lack of respect when we talk about mental health issues, right? And so what ends up happening is we don't talk about it, we keep it to ourselves. And so I actually started talking about mine, and I realized that there was an audience that connected with it and went through the same things that I went through. So like the only reason I even came out about it was because when I was in a psychiatric hospital, there were a bunch of other women who experienced the same lack of representation that I did. And so I promised them that when I got out, I would use my platform to tell our stories. And so that's kind of what I'm doing. And so when people saw me being vocal about what I was doing, I was told like, hey, you should write a play by the dude who's now one of the producers of my play. And I'm like, I don't think anybody would care. But thank goodness I was very wrong. Thank goodness.
This young lady is so deep. I salute you on the fact that you even have the courage to speak on it, because as you state, a lot of people don't even acknowledge it. And you acknowledged what you were going through, and you spoke on it. And that's hard. That's hard to even acknowledge. So I do salute you. You are an inspiration to a lot of people. Like, I just know, and I'm going to salute you again, because you just, everything that you're doing right now for the city, for yourself, for the people that's going through, you're helping. It's a blessing. So what would you say to those right now that's currently going through things and not sure how to handle? Just one message real quick.
I think that when we get to the point where we are suicidal, right, when we like at rock bottom and we consider taking our life, right, people say that that's a weakness, and I don't think so. I think that if you are in a place where you are ready to end it all, that's a very powerful place to create transformation from. Because if you are so committed to no longer feeling pain, and you're so committed to no longer suffering, then you got that suicide card. You could always play that card later. Why not take that motivation to no longer feel pain and fuel it to find different solutions? You can take that and transform it. And I know that's easier said than done, but those baby steps that seem like they pointless, they got me here. So the thing that I would tell people is just the baby steps that you could take. If it's just taking a shower today, if it's just actually cooking a meal today, if it's reaching out and talking to somebody today, if it's going for a walk, every day, one more baby step. It took me 2 years. 2 years. I was on medication for 1.5 years, and now I'm here and I'm thriving. So whatever baby step you can take to feel better, do it, because I promise, like, name of my play is Get Out Alive, because I feel like no matter how low you get, you can always get out alive.
I love her. I love her, and that was so deep. Those that want to get in tune with you, follow your movement, follow everything that's going on with you, let them know where they can find you at.
I'm on all social media under @Nikki Lynette, NIKKILYNETTE. And if you look up the hashtag #IGetOutAlive, that's all content from like me and my family, like people talking about like mental health awareness stuff. And my music is on Spotify, Apple, iTunes, all of that good stuff.
And there you have it, girl. Nikki Lynette, Miranda Wright, and we out.
My name is Nikki Lynette, and you are watching Urban Grind TV. Of course, why would you be watching anything else?